And boom, just handed her the flowers with no introduction. And look at the hateration on the women's faces next to her. If sipping on that haterade was a person or persons, because there was other women looking the same exact way as the first lady. I ain't gonna congratulate her, no nothing, but maybe I'm reaching. Maybe they were happy for her. But look at the difference in the confidence in her walk. Her confidence meter literally went up like 7 whole points. Homie really just made her day, bruh. And the funny thing is, he didn't even hand it to her all gently. He like, bam, bam, bam. He didn't even give her time to process.
You know you like it like that. You don't have to fight that. Here's a pillow fight. Yeah. And I'll be setting separate ways.
That man right there is locked in on another level, bro. He didn't even realize somebody was recording him. You know what? He probably didn't even care.
Experience with illegal butt injections is kind of crazy. When she pulled the crazy glue out, I was just like, what the hell is this? I remember feeling very lightheaded and like woozy. I was really nervous and scared because I didn't know what she was doing. And she put the crazy glue over the injections and put like pieces of paper towel after each single injection. Crazy glue with.
Wait, there's paper towel in there? So her butt is a fucking bounty ad? She got a bounty body, bro. Yeah.
The craziest thing about a BBL is that it doesn't last forever. You would think after all that surgery and the person risking their life, literally, which is crazy, that it would last for at least 20 years. I heard, I'm not sure, but I heard if you don't go to the gym and work it out, you will literally lose the BBL. So I think some women are getting it like every couple of years. Then you find out people doing stuff like that. That's wild.
Y'all, why the fuck this nigga talking about his room was just a little messy? Baby, where is your bed? What the fuck? Yo, I'm not one to judge, but what the fuck?
But yet she's still there. She's recording the video making fun of him, but she's still there. That's actually one of the funniest things about women is that if she actually likes you, she'll deal with all that. If she likes you enough, this is why I don't believe in impressing a woman. Because yeah, she'll think what she thinks, but if she likes you enough, she'll ignore that because she likes you. If she really didn't like him, she would have left.
Actually, I'm an astrophysicist.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
She's a lawyer. I'm an astrophysicist.
What does that mean?
Physics of the astros.
Right.
Stop the cap. Please stop the actual cap.
I can't get on that train because you're trying.
Well, if you don't want to get on that train, I'm not telling you anything.
You're literally, yes,
you look fine. You're 34 years old. You're light skinned. You got long hair. I'm sure guys are attracted to you physically. But I'm telling you, but that's the only thing you can elevate. That's the only thing you can elevate.
Mm-hmm. Give me a second.
Oh.
That's okay.
Do you want a hug?
Take your time. It's fine.
Free hugs.
No, he's basically just telling you that.
In a man's eyes, your value is tied to your beauty.
I have no value because I'm not her size.
No, he's not saying that.
No, that is exactly what you're saying. That's exactly what you're saying because you're trying to say that I can't attract the right man because I'm not small enough.
No, he's saying what he's saying.
That's exactly what he's saying.
This is a very interesting video and it's not done. I'm going to show you more clips from the same video. But to give it context, the caption at the top says, podcaster makes a 34-year-old virgin cry when he attempts to break it down to her on why she is still single. She rejected a dude for being 5'8". So that's to give it some type of context as to why she's crying.
I could tell her what I'm saying. Let me just tell you. Let me just tell you what I'm saying.
I would let her explain it from
my looks are everything, right? So they're the only thing that matters, right?
That isn't what I said.
They're the thing that matters first and foremost.
That isn't what I said.
For men. Right.
But that isn't. I'm speaking specifically to a certain thing, right? So I said that women advertise themselves. Women don't normally walk up to men, lots of men, and approach them. You don't walk up to every guy you see that's attractive and approach them. The man, and not only that, you would respect it more if a man would approach you. So men approach and women advertise themselves. So from that standpoint, since you're not meeting certain guys, right? So let me finish. Since you're not attracting certain guys that meets your qualifications, that you would want to even have them guys get down on one knee to marry you, if you're not meeting those guys, that means that you need to change something about yourself. That's what I'm saying.
Right. So the one thing that I need to change, you're saying, is just to lose weight.
I'm saying the one thing you need to change is to lose weight and to get in the gym, and you will become more attractive to more men.
It's
based off of beauty.
But that's never been an issue
but
for
big
me.
is still beautiful.
But
What
I'm telling you, it is.
Not for a lot of men.
I don't want a man who's only going to judge me based on my size.
Sometimes I wonder who's responsible for raising some of these women. We live in a world where reality is not based upon our feelings and what we like and what we don't like. Reality is a reality, and we have to adjust our strategies and our tactics to win in this game and have a successful lifestyle within this system that we're living in, because we're all living in a certain system. And the truth is so difficult for her to accept because she's not living in reality. She's a grown woman crying like a little baby, like a little kid. If a grown man sat there and cried because he didn't like how things were, everybody would ridicule him. It's no excuse. I'm sorry, but you a grown woman and you crying like a baby because he said something that you don't like.
That's the way it is. We don't want a man. Look, we don't look. You just called him short. We don't want a woman that's only gonna base us based off our height. I'm 6'4", he's 5'8". But you said that he's disqualified because he's 5'8".
But I didn't judge his character.
But okay, but you judge his height and he doesn't qualify for you.
Okay, but that's not saying.
And we're saying, but look, time out. The same way he doesn't qualify for you, with your figure, a lot of guys you won't qualify for. And that's what you have to realize.
But me as a person, I'm not going to qualify for a lot of guys because that's life.
You as a person, you're great. Let's just say you're a virgin. No, let's just say you're a virgin. Let's just grant it to you. No, we didn't call you any names. I didn't call you any names.
No, can I?
I didn't call you any names. And real quick, you as a person, you have. Let's just say you're a virgin. Let's say I believe it. You have sexual temperance.
Why would I lie about that?
That means that you have all these characteristic traits in you. That is very good. You're a person of high moral character. That's beautiful.
It's so funny because a lot of men believe that women do not have the ability to be logical when they're emotional, when I believe the complete opposite. The reason why I know that women have the ability to be logical when they're acting so irrational is because when you present logic to them, you look at their face. When he said, you don't want people to reject you for your weight, but you rejected him for being 5'8". Look at her face when he said that to her. She realized, oh, checkmate, dang, he got me. And then she said something totally illogical. Instead of just admitting that he's right, she kept on trying to push a certain narrative. At that moment, she logically recognized that she was wrong, but she didn't want to accept it and she didn't want to admit it to him. A lot of women do that same exact thing when you're in relationships. They recognize that you said something more logical, but they're not going to give you that benefit because in that moment, they have too much pride to admit that you're more right than them because of their emotions. So no longer will I believe that women don't have the ability to be logical. They just hope that you believe that they don't have the ability to be logical when they're emotional so they can continue to get away with their irrational activities and behaviors and act like a freaking immature person and blame it on their emotions. No, they have the ability to. They just choose not to do it. They probably spent more on that gender reveal than some people do for their weddings. I mean, that was immaculate, bro.
Why do women friend zone guys who would make them wives for guys who made them single moms?
I feel like sometimes it's really like the guys that'll make you a wife. Women, they don't want to like change who they are. So they say they want to be a wife, but they're not ready to really play the wife role or whatever. So I feel like that's really what it was.
I feel like some women know what they want with the wrong men, if that makes sense. Because a lot of y'all want babies, cars, houses, with the guy that just doesn't want that. Like if he says no, it's no.
Well, I feel like neither one of y'all really answered the question. He basically asked y'all, why do y'all bypass the guys y'all friend zone who would basically make the best husbands? But I know the answer is they're just not attracted to the guys they friend zone. They like their character. They think that they're great people. They enjoy being around them. They just don't think that the guy is attractive enough for them. And that's what I feel like the reason is.
Never. Anyways,
I think it's funny how I'll be like, oh, I wonder why nobody comes up to me when I go out. And then I remember that the last time I went out with my friend, I was being very protective over her and myself because the fuck we women. Anytime somebody would say anything to her, I'd be like, go away. She doesn't want you. This one old man came up to me and he was like, old as fuck. I mean, a middle-aged motherfucker. And I said, how old are you? You look like you could be my daddy's age. And he said, well, how old's your dad? I said, 56. He said, oh, yeah. And I said, then walk away. And I'll be like, I wonder why nobody comes up to me. Maybe because you're a fucking bitch. But I'm not going to stop, though.
It's 2024, and Kevin Samuels was talking to women in 2019, 2020, and I think 2021. And you would have thought that they would change by now. I mean, a lot of women have changed, not enough, you know, but I mean, this is it. All right. Have a good day, everybody.